Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Kit, and this is my world. Thank you very much for joining me. Today, this isn't a real video. Well, it's a video and it's real. I'm here. This is really me. But this isn't a proper video. It's not a tag. It's not a review. It's nothing special. It's a correction and a retraction, I suppose. It's a clarification. It's a bit of housekeeping. So I hope you'll bear with me while I try and explain the situation. You see, in a few videos recently, I've referenced the Robin Hobb books, the Farseer Trilogy, which I read many years ago and which I remembered very fondly as being excellently well-written, exquisite books that I thoroughly enjoyed, except for the parts that I found deeply and lastingly traumatic. And for that reason, I haven't read them since, and I had planned never to read them again. And I've always used them as an example of excellent books that are so good and so powerful and get so deep under my skin that they just really messed me up, and I didn't want to ever experience that pain again, because bad things happen in these books. Now, over the years, somehow my memory has played tricks on me, and in my mind, I knew that I'd read the original trilogy, and I knew that there were more books. I was pretty sure that there was another trilogy after that I had read. But I condensed all of my memories of everything Farseer related into that trilogy and just sort of thought of it and described it as the Farseer Trilogy. And over the years, I kind of forgot that there were other books, some of which I may or may not have read. So I've been describing all these terrible traumatic events and saying if you read these books, watch out, you might end up crying a lot, like I did. But it turns out, thanks to a comment by an astute viewer who pointed out that there are indeed other Farseer books and recommended that I read them, this jogged my memory and it made me think I'd better have a look into this. I'd better Wikipedia-ise Robin Hobb. That sounds kind of like an assault. Don't worry, she didn't mind. We lit up a cigarette afterwards and laughed about the whole thing. So I Wikipedia-ised Robin Hobb and discovered that there are 16 of these books, which was a surprise. But the bigger surprise is that I've read all of them. I've read all 16 books. So obviously I loved them. I binged, and of course reading the titles back and looking at the content of these individual books, I know with absolute certainty that I read them all, and I binged them in one go. The whole lot, all 16, I read through. So they were traumatic. The lasting memory I have of the Farseer world is pain and trauma and grief, but underlying that is the memory of a really, really good story. But it wasn't just the first trilogy, it's the whole 16 books. So if you've seen my previous videos and been confused by that, hopefully this will clear up the confusion. I read the 16 books and then condensed all of that knowledge and information and story into the first trilogy, which isn't accurate now. I am now rereading the Robin Hobb books. I know, in a very recent video I said I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole. I've changed my mind. This memory issue has caused me to rejiggerize my brain, and suddenly I find myself in the mood for Farseer. This is the nature of being a mood reader. One day I proclaim that I will never read these books again, I won't touch them with a barge pole, and the next day I've had a few memories, a few images flash behind my eyes, and suddenly I can't wait to dive back in to the Robin Hobb universe. So that's where I'm at, and I've actually started the first book, Assassin's Apprentice, published 1995. I'm 2 chapters in and already starting to get triggered, but this time there are no triggers in the first 2 chapters. I know this because my boyfriend is buddy reading it with me. He's read the first 2 chapters as well, and there's nothing upsetting in them. but my brain is foreshadowing. I know what's coming up. And for that reason, even though the triggers haven't actually happened yet, they've triggered in advance because I know what's going to happen. But this time, forewarned is forearmed. So I'm going into the Robin Hobb universe with knowledge of what's going to happen, and hopefully that will help see me through to the end. I will still be very upset. My boyfriend is standing by with tissues. I will go through all the trauma that I need to go through, and I will come out the other end less confused and knowing which bits happened in which books. And then I'll tell you about it. Now, at the moment, my plan is to work my way through the whole thing, do a big Farseer binge, and then do a review or a book report on the whole series and give you my thoughts and feelings and all of that stuff. But if you're interested, if you would like, I can do a kind of journal. I can do an ongoing catchy-uppy type thing. And a vlog? Is it a reading vlog? Is that what a reading vlog is? I've never done one of those. Could be fun. If you would like me to give you regular updates on my progress through the Farseer world, please let me know in the comments. Typically, my book reviews / book reports don't do very well. They don't generate a lot of interest, but the people who do watch them seem to quite like them. So if you're one of those people and you would like regular updates on my Farseer journey, let me know and I will do that. But if this video gets no views, or if no one's particularly interested in regular updates, then I'll wait until the end and then do one report about the whole 16-book experience. So that's it. That's my announcement. That's my little bit of housekeeping. Hopefully I've cleared up any confusion I may have caused. Thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a bit of a strange one. If you did enjoy it and you haven't already, you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share, please comment, and do all the other good stuff. And I will see you next time. See you later.